Picture this. I'm 9 years old, not quite 10, and my mom asks me if I like the American Girl doll Molly. I say yes. My mom bought Molly for me off of Facebook Marketplace for $50. Being my first American Girl doll, carrying the name brand and legacy, Molly became my new obsession, my friend and confidant. She was my muse.
So she has 2 braids and glasses, which came with her.
I actually rescind that earlier statement, not the one about her being my muse, because my Molly isn't technically an American Girl doll. She's a Pleasant Company doll from the 1980s. She has a white body, meaning that she was produced before 1991, and no offense to my older audience, but that means Molly is really getting up there in terms of age. Not to mention that, being my childhood doll, she has been played with a lot, so I decided that I needed to fix her up. I made this handy-dandy note to keep me on track, and the first thing I did for Miss Molly was to clean her. Here I am absolutely taking her apart and using a Mr. Clean magic eraser to wash her vinyl. After this, I needed to take care of the various stains that were left after the surface cleaning. Back when I first got her, Molly used to have a huge ink stain on her face that my family affectionately referred to as Molly's scar, but I removed that a couple years ago with benzoyl peroxide acne cream. Here I am using the same process to get rid of the rest of Molly's scars. Then I tightened her limbs with hair ties. I've done this numerous times before, but it never hurts to do it again once in a while. Technically, she should be restrung, but it's not really a huge priority of mine as her strings are in good enough condition that routine tightening helps them stay in shape enough. I also wanted to give her a little bit of a face-up, as her paint has really faded over time. Trust the process on this one. Here I am using watercolor paint to give her some more natural color. Another thing that I did to restore Molly was to repair some of the rips on her cloth body that she had. I couldn't find a ton of information on how to repair rips in an American Girl doll's body, so I asked on the r/American Girl subreddit for tips on what I could do. A Reddit user on the subreddit said that they would take out all the stuffing and then place fabric on the inside of the body, then stitch the fabric in place. This worked super well, and I was able to fix the tears, and it looks pretty natural to me. So thank you to Reddit user Delorjo for helping me out. Molly had 2 main issues that I wanted to correct eventually. The first one is her silver eye. Her eyes haven't completely silvered yet, but I don't want to replace them with eyes other than the originals, and I'm not really ready to repaint them myself. One day I'll send them to someone who can actually repaint them, but that didn't happen for this video. However, the second one, and the one that I felt the most comfortable with, was to get her a new wig, because her hair, yikes. I ordered this one from Bee Beauty Dolls on Etsy. I'll put the link in the description. Highly recommend. This wig is a lot longer and thicker than her original hair, and the quality is astounding. I've wanted this wig for a long time, so it felt really gratifying to be so satisfied with the actual product. I've never done a wig swap on an American Girl doll before, but I have done it on a Madame Alexander Sissy doll, so I figured, how hard could it be? And it really wasn't hard at all, but I think that's because of how absolutely ancient and crusty the glue on Molly's head was. So here I am taking it off, and then here I am putting it on. Except when I put it on the first time, it was really off-centered, of course. Luckily, I used tacky glue, and I didn't use too much of it because I kind of foresaw that happening, so I put it on a second time once I was more experienced, and I was much more satisfied with this result. After this, it was time to put Molly back in the original outfit she came in. When we bought her off of Facebook Marketplace, she was wearing her plaid jumper and blouse, aka school outfit, so here she is in that, and here's the final product. Something about this whole process really helped heal my inner child. I haven't connected with my dolls in a long time, and working on Molly was the perfect way to try and reconnect. I'm really happy with the way she turned out. I think restoring her was a good way to thank her for how much she helped me as a child. As someone who was too poor to really afford a brand new AG doll when I was the recommended age to be playing with them, it feels good to be telling that part of me that you're never too old for dolls. They can have a place in your life whenever you want them to.